have people from out of state that like to say to talk about.
Seems like a podcast.
Yeah.
Good idea. We're ready to go?
Sure.
Good evening and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here to join us on this Wellness Wednesday, November 19th, 2014. You've been introduced to each other, so did you all meet Lisa too?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We're going to be talking to you about cleansing, about why you want to cleanse because of all the toxins in our environment, and just share with you some information that we think would be very valuable for you. So before we start, and we do honor your time, we want to finish by 7:30. So Lisa and I will give you our thoughts for 20 minutes or so. You can have questions. If you have questions, if you wouldn't mind holding them till the end, write them down and then ask us, and we can all have open discussion. We're free to discuss it all. So I guess, was that all the announcements we had?
Yeah,
Lisa?
I think so.
Okay. Well, then I will introduce Lisa, who will talk to you about our toxic environment. Lisa Forte.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
There. Yeah, so my questions or topic is, are you toxic? Every person in America is exposed to a wide variety of fat-soluble toxins that tend to accumulate in our fat as we get older. The fat-soluble toxins are a challenge for the body to remove because these toxins are man-made toxins like heavy metals, parasites, pesticides, preservatives, food additives, pollutants, plastic, and other environmental chemicals. If our digestive and detox pathways are not functioning optimally, these toxins, that they find their way to the liver, blood, fat cells, and begin, and then our brain, where they store indefinitely and can cause disease. One of the biggest threats to our health is our own environment. Prescription drugs, PCBs, heavy metals, and arsenic are showing up in our water supply. We need to be worried about pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides being sprayed in all of our fruits and vegetables. There are 80,000 toxins in our air, food, and water. Some toxins are easy to spot. However, most of them are either invisible or undetectable to the average person. On the animal side, we need to worry about growth hormones, steroids, and antibiotics being injected into the food supply, into the animals. Our food today is undernourished and nutritionally bankrupt. Combined with toxicity is wreaking havoc on our mental and physical health, causing cancer and disease. When our health is compromised, we lack the energy needed to perform the daily functions of life. I find for me, it's hard to find the energy to stay fit. We also experience premature aging. Mental clarity and concentration affects your sleep. And then these factors can make us more susceptible to disease. And it doesn't matter if you're lean or not, we are going to absorb these toxins. And then you ask, how toxic are you? You might ask, here's a list that I found that mentions, well, it mentions quite a few, but I'm only going to go over a few. I have taken antibiotics during my life, vaccines, taken aspirin or Tylenol or ibuprofen or other over-the-counter pain medication. I drink water out of the tap. I use hair dyes, nail polish. Lots of, list kind of goes on and on. But you get the idea.
And those all have toxins in them.
They all have toxins in them.
Chemicals and...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm not even sure, you know, we drink bottled water, and I'm not even sure of the bottled water that we drink and how good it is, but.
Hi, this is Tracy, everyone.
Hi, Tracy.
Hi.
Welcome.
I'm now going to turn it over to my partner, Victoria. She will give you tips on how to protect your body from the dangers of our toxic environment and to how to rejuvenate your body with essential nutrients. So, yay, thank you guys.
Very good, Lisa.
David, if you want to have questions you want to write down, you can write them down. Or take notes. Tracy, good to
Hi.
meet you.
Nice to meet
Hi.
you.
How did you come to know us?
Erin, yes, I
Erin
work out at
Zocco?
the St.
Yeah.
John's, sir.
Oh, do you?
Mhm.
Okay, is this your first introduction to cleansing and nutrition?
Well, I've met with her a couple of times,
Okay.
and I got the 30 day, but I didn't really stick to it like I wish I would have. But I finished all of the shakes, but I didn't do the rest of it. So
Okay.
I
Wow.
want to get motivated to actually do it.
We hope to do that. We're glad
Yeah.
you're here.
I
Yeah.
think a few of us are cleansing today. I know I am.
Yes,
Are you? Okay, Lisa, are you? No?
I finished a
Are you guys cleansing at all?
third
Okay.
two-day
Okay.
cleanse in 3 weeks. So I'm
Yeah.
not cleansing next week.
Okay, you're taking a break.
Yeah, 3 weeks in a row is the max you want to do. So about nutritional cleansing, it's also intermittent fasting. It's a 2-day at max program, and during that 2 days, you're not eating meals, you're nourishing your body with beautiful, nutritious Cleanse for Life. Did we get the Cleanse for Life? Did you bring the little bottles? You didn't want to put them out?
I put them
Is
over here.
that-
Oh, sorry, Tracy.
It comes in 3 ways. You can drink it 1 to 2 ounce shots, or we have powder that goes into 6 or 8 ounces of water. Most of the products are water-based. Then we have these very handy little, are they 2 ounce?
Yeah.
2 ounce bottles of Cleanse for Life. So unlike other cleanse drinks, Cleanse for Life is not a colon cleanse or a laxative. Rather than depleting the bottle of vital nutrients, Cleanse for Life actually nourishes the body as it cleanses, gently supporting the removal of contaminants in your body tissues. Our bodies have a natural ability to remove toxins, but they weren't designed to remove all the toxins we're bombarded with today. So we need help, a great deal of help to get rid of those contaminants and toxins. It supports the liver. And the liver is what gives us the ability to detoxify. The contaminants go through that, they flush out through the liver and leave our body. When you do a cleanse, you're in the bathroom frequently, but it's because you're drinking a lot of water. You're supposed to drink at least half your body weight in water, not only when you're cleansing, but every day, just to help clean your system out. It'll metabolize fat, and the visceral fat is the really dangerous fat. I have visceral fat, I'm sure. A subcutaneous fat is the muffin top I used to have. But the visceral fat is within and around your internal organs. It's very dangerous, and the cleanse will help you get rid of that visceral fat. There was a clinical trial performed at the University of Illinois at Chicago that showed cleansing days along with shake days. There are also some shakes.
Okay, that was my day yesterday. Hey, I actually stepped in a pool yesterday while showing a house.
You did what?
I stepped in the pool.
Oh, no.
My boots turned out great though. I'm like, really? They didn't get water and steam?
This is a big suspect.
I know.
Okay,
Who thought?
so shake days, we're going to try and shake that off.
Yeah,
Shake it off.
And go back to our study. which shows that the cleanse and the shakes are a winning combination of losing visceral fat. In the study, those on the isogenic system lost more weight, a greater amount of body fat, and twice as much visceral fat. And they measured this through the process of MRI scans. And those who, and they did this much more efficiently and quickly and longer maintaining than those who went on a heart-healthy diet plan. It was a clinical study and it was documented. It's just really, I think, very impressive.
Was that the year
That
long
was the
study?
Skidmore, yeah.
No, not Skidmore.
Oh, I thought
This
that
is
was
an
the
earlier
Skidmore.
one. This is an early one from the University of Chicago in Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the Skidmore is another
Is another one
study
that was
yeah.
done
more
recent.
recently, like a year ago, I think.
Yeah.
They did it for a year, I believe.
So you'll hear the word adaptogen a lot with using these products. And all an adaptogen is a botanical, a natural botanical that helps your body fight stress. It doesn't take away stress, but stress ages you, gets you sick more quickly, and the adaptogens in these specific products that I'll tell you about in a minute that go along with your cleanse are really the heart and soul of the whole cleansing and detoxifying process. The products that I'm talking about are Tea Plus Chai. It's a non-caffeinated tea that it tastes like chai, it tastes delicious, and you can drink it while you're cleansing. E Plus Energy Shots, which I love. And I take them when I'm not cleansing, when I'm working out or climbing a mountain or the Grand Canyon or something like that. And these are all really good sources of adaptogens and help you get through your cleanse days. Of course, it helps you lose weight. You may not want to lose weight. I didn't really need to lose weight, but I wanted to lose the muffin top, and I was successful in doing that. So it helps you with thermogenesis, helps your body warm up and metabolize and get rid of extra weight you don't need. And you can keep it off. You maintain your weight. It's a really, really great thing to incorporate into your lifestyle. It'll also make you feel better. You'll sleep better. You'll have more energy. I probably should say most people sleep better and most people have more energy. I can't really say that the cleanse is going to do that for you, but it probably will. It's been known to do that. Helps your body heal itself. We all have issues of one kind or another, and getting these toxins and contaminants out of our body just is a very healthful way of living, something you want to do to fight all the environmental toxins that Lisa was talking about. Now, there are 3 ways to cleanse. You can do a deep cleanse for 2 days, and during that process you have 4 servings of Cleanse for Life along with Ionic Supreme, along with Want More Energy. If you're working out, you can have Want More Energy. But the E Plus shots and the chai tea, the E Plus Tea Plus chai, are all things that you will have in conjunction with that if you wish. Also, there are some little wafers called isogenic snacks that you're allowed to have 2 twice a day. Those you do chew, you do eat. They help you manage your blood level so that you don't have spikes and you don't have valleys. They just fill you up, curb your appetite, help you get through to the next time you get to put something in your mouth, which is about every 2 hours. So you do that for 2 days. You don't have regular meals, you don't have shakes, you just do this cleanse for 2 days. That's the deep cleanse. The moderate cleanse is doing the same thing 1 day. And then the daily cleanse is taking the Cleanse for Life, and no other cleansing products, once a day or twice a day if you like. It's suggested you take it at night, right before you go to bed, because your body is quiet. It's already in the rejuvenating process, the healing process, and the Cleanse for Life really does assist it in doing that. So basically, that's what cleansing is about. It's something that you can do 2 days a week, up to 3 weeks in a row. Most people, I think, do it once a month, maybe twice a month. Once a month?
Yeah.
So it really is flexible. That's the beauty of this. It's so flexible. So do you have any questions? Are there anything, is there anything that you want to talk about?
I'd like to know, what happened with you where you were already in shape and you were already eating well. What differences did you feel after doing the cleansing?
The main thing I noticed, Stephanie, was more energy. I had belonged to a gym and I was doing okay, and all of a sudden I had no more energy. I was so lethargic. I'd come home at lunch and lie down thinking I will get up in 10 minutes, and before I knew it I was late getting back to work. That's a problem. I'm only 67. I shouldn't be that sleepy, that tired. So, and I did have a muffin top, and that bothered me a lot. So, a whole lot, bothered me a whole lot. When I went on the program, it went away, my energy came back, I'm sleeping better. I feel like I'm younger than my age. I have a great grandbaby. I can't wait till he starts crawling and playing soccer and those kinds of things. So it really helped me a great deal, quickly.
What kind of time frame are you talking about when you say quickly?
I would say for the energy, 6 weeks. And for the muffin top going away, probably about 3 months. Because I started feeling better. Once I started feeling better, more energetic, I went back to the gym, and exercise really, really did help.
Did you exercise when you were taking the cleanse?
No.
Okay.
No, it's recommended you not do heavy exercising, not weightlifting or aerobic activities, spinning, hiking, things like that. Yoga's great.
For me, it's a good excuse to just veg.
Not go to the gym.
Nope. That's what you gotta do, yeah. I just kind of lay back.
But you can take your dogs for walks.
Yeah, that's about all I do.
I just think the biggest thing with me is that I like to be chewing something, and that's why I'm just so hesitant to take the cleanse, because I think I have like an addiction to like chewing and eating all day. And I'm a teacher, so there's food around me all the time. The kids are, you know what I mean? So I get tempted to snack.
Yeah, and that's where the ice snacks come in. They really do help with that.
I've
If you can have
tried.
What do you snack on?
an ice of delights with chocolate.
I mean, I eat
Just in
pretty
general, or are you
healthy.
just asking a general question?
I eat pretty healthy. I mean, like fruits and vegetables, but I also, I crave salty things all the time.
Oh gosh, me
So,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll get some crackers, or I don't know.
Have
But
you
I feel like
ever,
doing a cleanse during the
have you
work
ever
week.
taken one of the isodelites and put a little
No, I didn't get
salt on those?
No, I haven't tried those. I'll have to try those. I liked the bars, the bar, but that's like a meal replacement.
Yeah, and you would do that while you're cleansing, but you
Right.
can do the chocolates while you're cleansing.
Oh,
And
okay.
you can try and put some little hard crystals and then from the pink Himalayan salt, and then you get that salt feeling, but also the crystal crunch on
Yeah,
top of it.
that's a good idea.
And it's satisfying.
Yeah.
It's really
Yes.
satisfying. Also, water. Drinking water. Sometimes we think we're hungry when we're thirsty.
Right.
And water really does help to fill up that tummy. Does that help at all?
Yeah, I just feel like the first time I do it, I'm gonna have to like hibernate in my house and not be around people with food.
You don't want to watch TV
Don't
or
watch
commercials,
Yeah,
or don't look at food magazines.
Keep yourself busy.
Yeah, stay busy.
Yeah.
Staying busy really does help. If you could go for a walk,
Yeah,
take a lot of walks, just walk slowly.
yeah.
Lisa, what did you notice after you started cleansing?
Wow, I noticed changes really pretty quickly for myself. I didn't have any, like Victoria, I didn't have any weight to lose. And I felt I was already healthy, but once I started using these products, I became a whole another level of healthy. So right away, really, I'd say after 4 days, I could tell that my body composition had changed pretty quickly in my middle area. And so that was pretty, I was pretty much hooked after that.
Right,
Wow, I saw
I'm
that
hooked on
change.
it, because I notice usually with the first day, you lose a lot of excess body water weight on the first day. I'll usually drop like 3-4 pounds on that first day. And so for me, I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah, and that's what I noticed too when I did my,
Yeah.
my first cleanse.
I think I feel all the things that you guys have mentioned, but for me, it's always the number. I like to see the number drop.
Yeah.
Well, another interesting thing is maybe it isn't numbers in pounds that drop, but numbers in the measuring tape.
The inches, yeah.
The inches that will change. I was a size 4 or 6, and now I'm a 2 pretty consistently.
Right.
And I did lose, was about 10 pounds. And I think that must all have been, well, the muffin top and the visceral fat.
Yeah.
And what I could tell is just showing more lean muscle, and you could see more definition and things of that
Right.
sort. So, yeah, it's.
Now, are all of you guys really consistent with doing 2 shakes a day when you're?
I am.
I am. Yeah.
See, that's where I don't know, I like to eat dinner. I don't know. I guess after I work out, I could take a shake, but the days that I don't work out, I
It
want
doesn't
to
matter when you have it, except for your breakfast one, but as long as you get 2 shakes a day, and for those of you that aren't familiar with isogenics, this is basically a whole nutritional program. Cleansing is just a small portion of it, but the shakes actually have cleansing properties in them as well. How's it Cleanse for Life? Hello.
Come here,
How are you doing, Tao? Good, good. Good. We can always get a doctor's perspective on everything.
What if you just wanted to use the 2-day cleanse product? Can you do that?
Yes, and we have done that with people. It's a little aggressive, just so you know that, because you're not getting all those extras that Victoria talked about, and so a
Correct.
little bit of the crunch. But yeah, we have had people, and I've had a lot of athletes do like just a 2-day cleanse. Like my husband and I used to do annual detoxes. So anyone
Right.
ever done like an annual just to kind of cleanse it
Yeah,
all out?
I do it like once a month.
New Year or
Yeah.
something like that. And that certainly works, but I personally feel great knowing that I can kind of somewhat do it daily, if not monthly, and some people do it weekly. I think everyone, we have a little mixture going on in the room, but everyone kind of finds what works for them. But yeah, and it tastes good. I think we're gonna make some.
Yeah.
So that you can actually taste it. It tastes like a berry. I do give it to my children as well. And they don't really need to necessarily detox or cleanse in any way, but I'm just kind of throwing in a lot of nutrients for them so that they can get that. Like we will give these to children every once in a while, depending on the age. And then, you know, pregnant and nursing moms, you want to be a little careful about, but they'll take some every once in a while just to get a bunch of nutrients all at one time. And so, to answer your question, yes, but it is a little aggressive. So we just kind of recommend a couple extra things to go with it.
Okay.
But it does taste good.
It's really good, it's like a warm, just warm it as a tea.
Oh, you do that
Yeah,
warm as a tea?
I've
I
never
do it
done
cold.
that. Well, I've tried both, but I tried it warm just to see, because
It
I
is,
saw
it's good
it,
warm.
it's very good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Lisa, why don't you field more questions and I'll mix up some Cleanse for Life.
Okay. So any other questions?
I had a question. I wasn't really familiar with the daily cleanse. How does that work as opposed to like doing a 2-day cleanse?
The daily cleanse, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Stephanie, that the daily cleanse is where you take it twice a day, in the morning and at night, before you go to bed, is that correct?
There are actually multiple ways of
Yeah.
doing it, so
Okay.
it's really just depending on what you want. Some people will take like one scoop once a day,
Yeah.
morning or night. And sometimes people like it in the morning when your eyes are open and the sun is shining through. There's something to be said about waking up and having that hit your eyelid or your eyelids in the white of your eyes. And that kind of starts the process, kind of like a plant opening up to the sun more than anything else. Or you do what Victoria talked about when you're in that resting state. And you take it right before you go to bed and you allow your body to rejuvenate.
I've done both. I think.
Well, I'm kind of trying to figure out why would you do one as opposed to the other, or are they equivalent? Is one better than the other? Is there a reason to do a 2-day and not a daily?
Well, the 2-day, I believe, is for when you really want to drop weight,
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
right?
So if
Because-
you're not concerned about dropping weight, you
But
maybe
you're
want to
just
just do like
constantly
daily.
getting that, the nutrition, all the
Mhm.
vitamins and minerals.
Okay. So that's kind of the main difference between.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
a little bit of information on daily cleansing. It involves drinking Cleanse for Life on a daily basis while still consuming shakes and meals. And with daily cleansing, the main benefit is providing your body with rich nutrients and plant extracts that are in the Cleanse for Life. A lot of people who do daily cleansing choose to have their Cleanse for Life before they go to bed when the body naturally fasts during sleeping, but really you can have it anytime.
Okay.
And actually, Kitty, to answer your question, that would probably be a much better route.
Yeah.
Rather than what we were talking about is like a 2-day deep. If you want to just do the cleanse and just kind of add that into your
Yeah.
system, just doing a little bit every single day.
Yeah.
That's not aggressive at all. You don't even know that you're doing
Yeah,
it. Your body
it's
doesn't
really
feel
good.
it.
Instead of doing what, I only ask that because I do now cleanse once a month.
Uh-huh.
And so,
Yeah. So you're used to not eating.
right.
Then you'd be fine. People that
Yeah, you
are
probably would be.
used to always eating.
Well, I always eat, that's why I
Well, not used to not eating.
It's all mental, the whole thing is mental,
No, it
if I
totally
can do
is.
it and so on. But I've put a few girls on it where that's all they do is that. And they get through it fine, but they were mentally prepared to do it.
Yeah, I went up to 5 days, so 2 days is a
Oh,
breeze.
5 days,
Wow.
wow.
I've
What
done
did
a
you
month.
take during that
Oh my
time?
God.
Lemon water.
Oh, okay.
Right, how did you do?
Fine.
Hard.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, fine bean, it could go either way.
Was it like the lemon and the cayenne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
class.
This will
I
actually
did the
fill
entire
you.
month.
You did it for the entire month?
Oh my gosh, and you never ate anything?
No, my,
5 days
I was in
was
massage
tough for me.
school, and our entire class
She
did
went
it.
a month.
An entire month.
It's like, oh my
Wow.
Lord.
It was good. By
There's
the
no way I could
time
do
I
that.
was done, I was like,
Thank you.
I've
I
never.
mean, how
And
are you
this is
mentally?
cleanse
It's
like
incredible.
That's the cleanse.
Really?
And this is the,
I was
this
in
is
like
the
one
one that
before
you
sleep
could
the
do
entire month.
Okay.
Or once a month?
So yeah, it was-
I would
I would
Or
say,
like
well,
all-
yeah. No,
Like,
where's my
like-
chocolates?
There's such an
You can
pass,
take every
like,
day if
first
you want, like
couple
Stephanie
days.
was just saying.
Mhm.
The
Sure.
vegan,
And
you can do the
syrup
2-day
and
deep
lemon.
cleanse, or you can take it every day.
Yeah.
It's just part of your.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
our entire class did it, our massage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
To get us like in touch.
Is that the powder you did and did it in the
Our bodies
blender?
feel everything.
Did it
Wow.
Does it smell strong?
I mean,
Different.
Taste
Like a
strong?
Jolly Rancher. I don't have any issues
Kinda like a
now.
Jolly
In the beginning,
But not as
it's all
sweet as
just
Jolly
sweet.
Rancher.
not as sweet.
It is.
So
Is it
kind of
too
working
strong?
game changers and everything.
Did you do powder?
Did you mix
Yeah, I
it?
know, I
Yeah.
Is it just mixed with
Thank
water?
you.
Oh, okay.
So you, was it one
This is
scoop?
just cleanse life.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Was it one
You're right,
scoop
it's
with?
not way different.
I just-
It's
not sweet.
Oh.
It's a watered down Jolly
Shaker
Rancher.
tonight, and I could meet with you, I'll bring you some.
I make mine sweeter.
Do you?
Good.
I like sweet stuff.
Doing a hot tea does make.
A day.
Yeah.
A
Just
day.
like herbal tea.
And so are you supposed to eat? I mean, do you eat when you're
Well, if you're doing a daily cleanse, if you're doing like where you're incorporating, you can, then you eat.
That's just your normal
It's
lifestyle.
your
Before
normal,
you go to bed.
but if
Okay,
you're.
but you live your normal lifestyle and
Yeah,
then you
thank
just
you.
add this into it.
Yes.
Right before you,
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
You
On
take
a
it on an
daily
empty
basis.
stomach.
Twice
Just at night before you.
An empty stomach.
On it, oh, you take
Empty.
it on an empty stomach?
Yeah,
So
like
it's
right
got
before
fiber,
you
a
go to
lot of
bed.
fiber in it, I take it?
Yes,
Okay.
liquid fiber.
Okay.
And yeah, just so you know too, it's not, none of the cleansing is a, pooping cleanse. It doesn't make you,
Yeah, that's a good thing to put.
yeah, just pee a lot because you're drinking a lot of water.
It's a cellular detox.
Yeah.
You're cleansing the cells and ridding them of toxins.
So that's the purpose of it.
Lisa?
I got, I'm gonna.
Oh,
Can I ask what the Ionic Supreme does? I do it every morning, but I guess I don't even know what it really is.
This is the
Worth
liquid.
it.
If you want to try
It
it,
tastes
or I'll pour a little
pretty
bit in
similar
there
to
and see if
this.
it tastes
Do
any
you think?
different to you.
Yeah, it's a little cinnamon.
And it's-
apple.
I've noticed the difference
Yeah,
with that
it's
stuff
just
more than anything else.
inconvenient
Yeah,
bottle
I
that you
just,
just measure
I
out
would get
instead of having
pains in
to
my hand
mix
all
the
the
powder
time.
and the water
I
together.
get pains in my hands.
So you could
and
buy
my
these little
wrists.
bottles.
Yeah, I bought a
I
box
used
for
to
the
get pains
first
sometimes
time.
like
It
around my
was
elbow
16 in a
joint,
box.
my
Yeah.
foot, I
And
don't
then
get any of
It's
it.
16 of them in a
Really?
box
Yeah, that's what it's done. It's
is
just,
enough
The
to do a
Supreme.
2-day
Yeah,
cleanse.
yeah.
How does that one
ever
taste?
since I started taking it out, like I just don't get this
That one
pain.
tastes
Wow.
more
That's what I found.
syrupy.
Okay,
But
yeah,
it's
it's
actually
actually a little
better.
bit more concentrated maybe is what it
Absolutely.
is, yeah. Yeah.
But you don't add
Yeah.
anything to
And
it.
so you're
Just drink
gonna
this
massage
like this, and then you,
And then just
How
drink a
much-
lot of water.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She
And
goes,
so
she
how much
works with
do
me, but she
you
works in
said you
sales.
measure this out, how much you take a day, or each time that you take
Well,
it?
if you're doing it, if you're doing a daily cleanse,
Uh-huh.
chime
you
in
just
on
take
that.
one of these.
In a day?
In a day. In the morning or at night.
One in the morning and
One
one
in the
at
morning.
night?
Or you could do one in the morning and one at night.
Whatever,
even
but you
2
drink,
scoops
but you drink
in the
one
morning.
whole, in
One
one
whole one
serving.
of these
Yeah.
bottles. But if you were doing a deep cleanse, you drink 2 of these at one time,
Yeah.
4 times a day.
A deep cleanse would be
4 of these, 4 times a day.
4 times a day.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Two of them 4 times a day.
2 of them.
And you know the fantastic
What did
thing
I
about it?
4 of them 4 times a day.
Sorry.
That's what I was
It's a
going,
total of 4.
wow.
It's a total of 4. A
Okay.
total of 4. 2 of them 4 times a day. Yes.
The great thing about that, which is why we really truly don't get hungry while we're doing that.
It's really
There is some
flavorful.
mental,
Yeah.
okay, we have to get past our mental, but it's full of nutrients and it's 3,000 calories worth of nutrients for the 2 servings. So whether you're doing 2 bottles or 2 scoops.
Okay.
It's only 60 calories when you
Yeah.
do 2. Is it 30? Wait, it's
Wow.
30. It's 15, I think,
It
each.
doesn't tell
Wow.
you on here.
Um,
You're on the box.
So you're not getting actual calories, nothing to worry about whatsoever. Oh, there's 20 in the liquid, there must be 15 in the powder then. So it's a total of 30 calories, but it's 3,000 calories for the brain.
Yeah.
So
That's why your head
yeah,
never
you're just not
gets.
feeling hungry. We just have to kind of get over that mental, but if you've already been doing that, then you'd be fine.
What's the sugar content in
Well, the main thing is gonna be some aloe vera and the blueberries, raspberries.
it? I saw that it was cane sugar, I believe.
Yeah,
I was reading that.
Most of the sugar that they use is apples, beets, and pears.
Does it say what the,
I'm looking, there's this carrot. That's one of the last ingredients.
So that doesn't have any in it,
What else?
the powder?
Let's see, for the sugar, there's 4 grams in 2 ounces.
Okay.
I
But
think
that
there's-
sounds like a combination
There's
of all the
less in it.
berries.
Yeah,
Sugar.
yeah.
The
that
sugar
make
from the
sugar.
berries?
Mhm.
Yep, it's the same, okay.
Okay.
This is easier to read. Yeah, lime,
Okay.
carrot. This one is just lime and carrot. Bilberry, blueberry,
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
and raspberry.
Ah.
I'm like, oh, they do have a little bit of fructose in here.
Oh, that's
It's
lovely.
the other ingredients.
I know fructose.
All the
And, and the
ingredients,
xanthan gum.
all the ingredients are natural. If they're not organic, it's because they're sourced from another country that doesn't have that kind of regulation. But the company is very, very particular about where they get the ingredients, where they get their products, and they're tested. How many tests do they go through?
3.
Did you?
3 tests. David, I think you had a question.
I know. I
I
have
have
my glasses on.
glasses on, it's like,
Really?
About 60
Yeah.
calories, but it's
the
3,000
fructose
calories.
does
per
concern
gram.
me because I
A
just
calorie is a
don't
calorie.
intake
I
it.
don't know how you equated,
They,
what
Where
did
is
you
it at
define?
on
sure, so
Goals
the
for the
calories,
brain.
let me
I
say,
know.
the
That's
60
what I'll tell
calories,
you
which
how much
actually it
it
has
is.
now
You're
40, so
absolutely
look at
right.
it a little bit differently now.
That's small.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your sugar intake and what your body's gonna use up and what your body's
Calorie
gonna
is
use.
energy.
Okay, right. And then the calories that you're taking in that we talked about with the nutrients is all the nutrients. So your brain is gonna receive all those nutrients.
So it's the equivalent
Going line by line.
of nutrients you would get if you ate 3,000 calories worth of food.
Okay, there you go. That's a great way
Okay,
to
that's,
explain
I
it.
Say it
just needed
again.
this kind
So
of
other
ingredients.
perspective because the
Yeah.
3,000,
Ingredients and then.
the way she phrased it,
That's
I
a
just,
great way to explain it.
Right.
Yes.
Would you say it
I
again?
wasn't trying to challenge
I
you.
want
No,
you guys to
no,
hear what
I
David's
just-
saying.
No, that's a much better, no one's really questioning on that, so that's a really
Talking
great
about
It's a
challenge.
legit point, because that's true. I mean, calories are calories. It's
The
just,
calories, you know what a
it's
calorie
the
is?
nutritional
It's
equivalent.
the amount of energy required to heat
Yeah.
1 cc of water by 1 degree centigrade.
Right, right, it's got, yeah.
I
know.
the day I learned that, I was like, oh, well,
It's
I
like
know what a
using
calorie is. So when you say, take in, calories, you're like,
Yeah.
So the same amount of food to
to
process.
create that much
That one down
your Yeah.
energy, it's all about the physics.
Yes.
Would you mind saying it again?
Because there was
It was good.
A calorie
Sorry.
is an amount of energy, when you're speaking in a physical, or physics sense, equivalent to the amount of heat required to heat 1 cc of water by 1 degree centigrade. That is 1 calorie. So if you think of like a pot of boiling water that has 10, let's say it has 10,000 cc's of water in it, if you heat that water by 1 degree, that was 10,000 calories of energy required to heat that.
Wow.
So it's just like a thing that you can say,
Yeah.
like, when you apply that concept to what your body's doing, like your body heat. If you do nothing all day, like you're on a cleanse day and you just sit and do nothing, you're still gonna burn 1,500 calories to 2,000 calories just for your heart to beat, for your breathing, for your body temperature to remain. So, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but it was just the whole
Yeah.
calorie
I was
concept.
trying to
Right.
equate the 30 calories in the product to the 3,000 calories in your brain.
Oh, okay, do you
Yeah,
want to
we
explain that?
clarified it, yeah, well, what it was
I need
the
clarification.
30 calorie is the actual sugar, carbohydrate kind of energy that you're feeding your body.
Mhm.
But what Stephanie was saying was that the nutrients that you introduce to your body are equivalent to if you had eaten 3,000 calories of healthy food, carrots and whatever, right? That amount of
take
nutrients
that
is what you're
amount.
giving yourself in that 30 actual calories of.
That helps.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just like when we talk about the shakes, when we talk about those equaling, 1 serving equaling 3 organic plated meals, it would take that many meals and that many vitamins to equal what is in that particular shake.
So just a comparison.
Right, thank you for that.
It's kind of like a multivitamin, like it has nutrition in it, but it doesn't have a lot of
Right,
calories in it. It's not
Right, right,
all condensed.
yeah.
Thank you both.
I have one other question,
Yes,
Well,
yes,
I'm on-
please.
On a roll.
now you had read the ingredients on that, whatever the product was.
Plans for life.
Plans for Life. And what I was hearing, and maybe I didn't hear everything you said.
I didn't listen, I was just trying to go the sugar route.
Oh, okay, because what I was hearing is sounded like basically a smoothie.
Right.
The apples and the blueberries and the beets and everything. I'm thinking, well, what's the advantage to that other than me throwing those ingredients in a blender?
And if you want to cover this, let me know, but one of the main ingredients in there is called the iconic alfalfa. Do you know much about alfalfa? Alfalfa
He was in
is-
the Little Rascals.
Right.
Killed his life.
No, he was one of the straight black hair. Anyways, but iconic alfalfa is one of the longest standing minerals that's still being grown right now, and it has roots of about 90 feet. So it's very, very plentiful. It continues to grow and grow and grow. So that's one of our main ingredients, but it has 90 feet worth of roots. So all of those minerals from the earth are being soaked up and absorbed into that. So that's the main one. It's in a lot of our products, but that is the main ingredient there, and then also aloe vera. So they take these condensed situations and put it in the cleanse, and that's full of quite a few other things. I was just reading off the sugar.
I'll add something to that, and I don't
Absolutely.
even know anything about the product. But I think that a huge difference is that when you take all of those fruits and vegetables and then you add them into a blender, when you buy a product like this, you know, they come up with a formulation, you know, a balance
Right.
that's gonna work for the human body. To where if you just take everything and throw it in a blender,
You might get too much of this, too little of that.
absolutely,
Yeah.
you don't know how your body's gonna react to that.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point.
But you will get a really big amount of fiber. So,
Yeah.
something this product doesn't do that product will do.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I don't know about for the cleanse, if you just want to bring it kind of in the cost factor of everything, but for a shake, for example, with the amount of vitamins that are in there, I think they said it would take about $15 per serving to give you all of the different
Yeah.
things that are in an actual shake, which comes out to $2.75. So rather than trying to get all of those ingredients, put it in there and consume that,
Right.
and you gotta remember consuming all of that all the time too. A lot of work for that. With our fruits and vegetables.
Well, you're consuming all those toxins because all those berries
those
are
ber-
sprayed.
Right.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point of this, is
Right.
just
I
to
know,
eliminate
right?
that.
to eliminate that, yeah. Unless
Right.
you're making your own soil
Unless
and
I'm
growing your
just
own
right, I
garden.
grow my own garden.
Dave,
So
you
Yeah.
said one
Yeah,
cc
that
of water
is
by
awesome.
1 degree, right? That's 1 calorie?
That's the way I
Okay.
remember it.
But also if you're making your own with all the beets and the carrots and everything that's in there, that's a lot of calories. That's a lot of calories. A lot of people, my patients and friends say, well, I can make that. I'm like, okay, what do you put in it? Put in banana and blueberries, which is fine. Put everything else they add, it's a lot. Carrots have a lot of calories. And beets. I mean,
Yeah.
How about bananas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, a lot of carbohydrates.
Yeah.
I mean, and in small amounts, it's fine, but if you're trying to cleanse and lose weight, which is in itself really healthy for the body, you don't want to add any extra calories. Because a lot of, people who try this, I just add water and ice and it just tastes delicious. But a lot of people who do try it, like, well, I want to try to add bananas, strawberries, like that's fine. If it gets you to drink something healthy, I'm all for it. But if you're trying to lose more weight, you're not going to see as much of a result as if you just did ice and water, because it was formulated that way. So yeah, you can do your own smoothie, but she's right. You're not going to have all the ratios that you need, and you're going to have about 10, 20, 100 times much more calories.
Yeah.
It's about 30 calories a
Yeah.
serving. So a smoothie can easily be 300 calories. I mean, you can go to Jamba Juice.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Well, the thing is what gets me is that people just don't realize that, they're going to the grocery store right now, especially because we're off season on so many fruits and vegetables, and they're coming from other countries.
Yeah.
It's like people don't even realize. It's
Right.
like the toxins that are in some of that stuff. It's like amazing.
These products, the ingredients are, or we have a gentleman whose name is John Anderson. He is the master formulator for all of these, most of these products, not all of them, but most of them. So they have been measured and tested and scientifically researched so that I don't think you can get anything better. I think
Well, they
this,
say that our whey protein is what, a grade 7 as opposed to what you find in all the
The
spam
health
foods
food
in grade
stores.
3 or 4, which is like dog food, I think.
And doctors like recommend too.
Yeah, it's not much higher than dog food, so.
well, Stephanie had asked me to touch just briefly on Ionic Supreme, which is, it's a powder, put it in 46 ounces of water, drink it once or twice a day. This is a powerhouse. It helps mental clarity, it helps you physically, it's kind of the basis, don't you think, of the whole system? You probably have more you can add, Stephanie, about well, I just about run out.
I'll tell you, for me, when I wake up in the morning, it's the first thing I reach for. And you're on a total empty stomach. I could wake up starving you know, want it ready to eat my arm, or sometimes I'll even wake up. There's been times when I would wake up like with maybe a little mild headache or something, a dull headache, and I reach for that ionic supreme and I take it, and energy and headache goes away,
The sleepiness goes away.
sleepiness goes away,
Such a
and
great,
then I go and walk my dog 2 miles before I even have anything else in my system. It just completely, I love that stuff.
it's a great replacement for coffee, caffeine.
Yeah.
It can be made into a tea.
Yeah,
That's
I make
right.
it warm.
Because it's
I
cold
do it
now.
warm, yeah.
Right.
Me too.
But also for me, because I work 13, 14-hour shifts at the urgent care, when I realized this worked, it was like a light bulb. The mental fatigue after a 13-hour day was a big difference when I started taking that. Also, my stress level was more controlled. So I would remember my staff members, I don't know, it's just so silly, but they would come and go, oh my gosh, this woman's coming in, she's complaining of chest pain and she can't breathe. Before I'd be like, oh my god, you know, in my head, like, oh crap, bring her back. But now I'm just like, okay, just bring her back.
Yeah.
Just triage her. You know, I'm more calm about it.
Yeah.
But that's because, I don't know, I just started to, this is when I started to realize, oh my gosh, all this stuff is working. But I did it only because at first I was, you know, Stephanie says, just try it. And I would. And the 13-hour shifts, I didn't have anything else to eat because I was so busy. I didn't have time to eat. I would just grab a shake. And I realized I was just relying on it.